Hey, welcome back to Average Andrew Adventures. Today I'm hanging out with my buddy Jesse, but today's video is a throwback of my last day at our house that me and my family lived at in WATERBEACH in APOPKA. So that's today's video, so thank you for watching, and here we go.
That's fine, that's one of the draft.
Terrifying moment for a woman who
We didn't finish. Okay, buddy. We didn't finish, but it's getting there. It's okay, buddy.
Hello. There she is. Wawa.
Yeah, Subway got just too bad. They pay you more? Yeah. They start you at 15. Most Subway pay less than that. Yeah. 5, 6. I don't even remember what it was by the time I went. It's probably like 12 or 13 or something. I just told you that. They probably just low ball you.
Wow.
Yeah, because if you don't move up and become at least an assistant manager, they don't want to give you raises.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they will, like, every like year or whatever.
If you've been there for years, you would think you'd actually be higher than.
But they want to get you to be assistant manager and then be a manager, and I'm like, nah. And then Subway just got so bad because they would hire these young kids, but then they don't put pressure on them to actually train them. And then 2 weeks, a month later, when they don't do anything, they act surprised. And it's like, whoa.
Because they don't want to do anything.
And then they want you, because they know, well, you've been here forever, you know that this is supposed to be done and that's supposed to be done. And it's like, yeah, I can tell them, like, hey, you know, this is supposed to be done. You know what I mean? We leave at 4 and it's 3 o'clock. Only got an hour left. But if they don't do it, I can't force them. True. And then the more that I like try to, because they're young and don't understand how a job works, they just think that, oh, Jesse's just being an asshole. He thinks he's the manager, trying to boss everyone around. It's just like, no, it is what it is. They don't fucking care.
No, they don't. They haven't been around long enough to know what a job is.
Yeah, they think it's literally you just show up. And it's like, no, you gotta do a little more.
Let me get them off.
I didn't get everything out. I got a whole bunch of stuff out. But believe me,
You still got a lot, though.
the house is a lot emptier. I can't even show you the Ghostbusters stuff I've been collecting all these years. It has masked it quite a bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but aren't you gonna make it look all nice?
Yeah.
With the apartment?
I won't get to showcase everything.
Well, not right away. Baby steps.
It masked quite a bit of Ghostbusters stuff.
Yeah.
I like Ghostbusters. I mean, I still love Back to the Future, but, you know.
First tattoo.
Yeah, I was almost surprised it wasn't a Back to the Future tattoo for your first tattoo.
I just started obsessing with Ghostbusters. See, that's a see, you can't time travel, even though it's nice to meet the guys, but anybody can be a Ghostbuster. I was like, I'll shoot for that. But,
Somebody can time travel.
it's just since you introduced this to this.
No, we introduced it to him.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're like, we'll play with Jesse.
Her brother rushed in to help.
Oh.
I went in there. 500 block away. Elizabeth Gemma caught up with the victim. Elizabeth's emotions were running high.
And Mark, the woman, the victim, tells us that man broke into her house and tried to rape her. Her brother went in and he tried to help her out, but the man got away, leaving behind, though, evidence of his visit. Kelly Dodson was asleep with a little girl inside their apartment on Webster Drive when I was attacked by some idiot from out here in the project. Dodson says her attacker used a garbage can to climb onto the unit's ledge, opened the upstairs window, and then he got in bed with her. You tried to rape me. You tried to pull my clothes off. Dodson struggled with her attacker, knocking over items in her bedroom. And Dodson heard his sister scream and ran to help.
Well, obviously, we have a rapist in Lincoln Park. He's slamming in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape you. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide us because they raping everybody out there.
The attacker went out the upstairs window, but he did leave something behind.
Oh, we got to see the church in that fingerprints and all. You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
A crime scene investigator photographed and dusted for prints on the lid of the garbage can and the window pane and ledge. Dodson says he's never seen the perp before, but sends this warning to whoever is responsible.
I could come to confess that you did. We're looking for you. We gonna find you. I'm letting you know now. So you can run and tell Matt. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Now, if you have any information on this crime, you're urged to call Huntsville Police Department. We'll have much more from the victims of that attack coming up tonight at 6. Reporting live in Huntsville, Elizabeth Jill, WATERBEACH 48 News.
Nuke.
What's new about it?
I don't know, that's the recipe they changed up in the 1980s. Until it failed horribly and they changed it back to old code.
You should say old code. Here.
Have you watched any of the new Beavis and Butthead?
Only like sometimes on YouTube.
Have you watched the movie?
Little clips. Nah.
You haven't? I'm gonna
Use
put
the
it on.
universe?
I bought that on YouTube. It's so great that they're back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that it's actually Mike Judge. 'Cause I wouldn't be surprised if MTV would just be like, fuck you, we got the rights.
I think he got the rights back.
Yeah, he went on Joe Rogan and he was talking about how back in the 90s they fucked him over real hard. And he didn't get barely, no royalties on merchandise, or like bare minimum.
Well, before we watch the movie though, I haven't seen you forever, Jesse. That's okay. At least we still hang out. I don't see anybody besides you, even though it's huge gaps of time.
Yeah, I don't really hang out with anyone anymore.
I don't hang out with anybody anymore. I mean, of course I got my wife and son and Nutmeg. That's great. You're my childhood friend, Jesse. I've known Jesse longer than us. Don't worry, I never made love to Jesse.
Don't want it to. You got quiet.
It's embarrassing me. Sometimes I have on the old PS3 at mom's house, like there's like camera footage of us just like smoking and chilling in the old room and shit. Black Cat and wow. Yeah, we hung out in that room like forever.
John and Chip don't live there anymore?
Chip's in prison.
I thought he got out.
No.
Like from that.
Once that whole thing was settled, I think he got sentenced to 6 years in prison. I think he's been there since 2001. For about 2 years. Not that bad. Can't be shooting people.
I mean, it's Florida. If someone's fucking with you,
Yeah.
you can, but it's a lot harder when you're not on your own property and when it's not clear cut that that you were in the right. Yeah, but Chip was like engaging with someone that wasn't even fucking with him, right?
No, I mean, it's someone fucking with their own girlfriend, but you know, he's like, you can't just be like, hey, stop that. Leave her alone. Alright, go closer, I'll shoot, man.
Especially because the other dude, with the guy he shot, was unarmed, right?
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if he had a fucking, if he had a pistol on him, and Chip could say, dude pulled it out. I was scared for my life.
Alright, since it feels like I haven't seen you in years, before I pack it up, I just want to show you. You probably always see them, but I'm just going to go to my nerd pictures with you because it feels like I don't get to talk to anybody. You've probably already seen that. That's, you know, Charles Martinet from Super Mario.
Oh, yeah.
The voice.
The guy
and
who does the voice.
behind there, like, behind you is a Super Mario Brothers 3 poster signed by him, too. He's like, you're going, woohoo, Super Striking Superstars! Here comes Mario! Charles Martinet! And he did the voice while doing that too.
Yeah, all the interviews of him I've ever seen, he seems like a super cool guy.
Oh yeah, I probably already showed you that, but I did get to meet Adam the Woo that one time. I ran into him. Yeah, Erica blew it up and had it like mad on this, so that's pretty sweet.
Dude, I've had the chance to meet him twice because he goes, the last 2 years he's gone to Swamp Fest, this big BMX thing. And I've been literally like close to him, like I know, like from watching the footage, like damn, I was right fucking in that area. And the first time I didn't even know that he like knew what Swamp Fest was, so I didn't even think he would be there. And then I saw he posted a video.
You're like,
and then, and then the next year, that was 2021 was the first year, and then 2022 he went. And I was like, I'm looking out for him because he had said in the first one, he's like, this might be, you know, he's like, if I'm in town, he's like, I might make this a, you know, an annual thing and go every year. So I was like, dude, Adam the Woo might be here. And I was looking around for him and I didn't see him. And then I saw he put out a video, he was there. I was like, fuck, I could have talked to him.
just like remember when we filmed that MegaCon thing and I went to the footage, I passed him. I had to stop the video, like, Adam the Woo? Because we passed him. I could have already met him. I'm just like, oh man, it's a good thing Erica pointed him out, or else I would have missed that too.
Yeah, because at the Swamp Fest thing, he parked by where we were parked. And I was like, damn it, they're out.
This was from you know, vacation, Chevy Chase, and the 2 kids.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. And the Griswold's family car behind him.
The truckster.
I know,
The
dude.
family truckster.
That was a cool picture. We went for that one, but yeah, it was like the 2 kids from the first Vacation movie.
That's the guy who played Russ?
Yeah. And that's the daughter from the original Vacation
He was
movie.
in Breakfast Club, he was in a lot of 80s.
So that's she was
The original. I think they like
European Vacation?
No, just
No.
Vacation when they go to the first one.
When they go to
Wally
World?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the original daughter.
Yeah, that doesn't look like fucking the son.
He got old.
Good talk, son.
We were watching that while we were cleaning too. That shit was hilarious. And,
Yeah, I love fucking the night.
another nerdy one. This was from this year too. You know, Steve from Blue's Clues. I dressed up as Steve from Blue's Clues. This year I wanted to like keep in theme, so like this was the same year. I had a backpack full of shirts, and so did Erica. This was all this year. So you know, I changed it to my Wally World shirt for that photo. That was the very
Dude, someone told me he was an asshole.
I mean, he was nice to us,
Was he?
Nice, though.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Was it? I think it was the Blues Clues guy. That he said he was not like mean, but just like indifferent, just kind of like yeah, whatever kind of thing. But he wasn't
really
like.
nice.
Was he?
Yeah.
I say maybe it was just a bad day.
And we liked him so tight. He was so nice. We got like met him twice. Like that's another autograph of that's Charles Martinet. Super Mario. So we Super Andrew, Super Andrew. And while he's like wahoo, hello, while he was writing that too. He was cool. And that's when we got framed. I don't know if you remember us watching Mythbusters, but that's how.
Oh yeah.
We thought that was a cool one. Here we go. You already seen this one from years past.
Yeah.
But not just me, but Erica and her dad also met him too.
Oh
So
yeah.
we get that framed. That way, I think that's
And my dad went.
yeah, oh yeah. That's like her dad's only MegaCon. The guy who did Goku, or does the voice of Goku in the English version of it. God, man. That was cool. Hey. We met Ric Flair, he was there.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, he's a legend.
That was a cool one. You'll appreciate.
He's just a pure legend of masculinity. Where he just represents manness.
This one was cool because I'm sure you watched it a bunch too, you know, from the Karate Kid, you know, Johnny and
Oh yeah.
yeah. Johnny
Ralph
Lawrence.
Macchio.
Yeah. That one was a cool one. They were nice.
Can't believe we met the Karate Kid.
Yeah. And Johnny from the Outsiders.
Yep.
Johnny.
I think I already showed you before. We met Bob Saget too.
Oh yeah.
That's one of our rare ones. That's cool. You got me into this show, so it's cool that I got to meet him, you know. John Carlo Esposito, you know.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Gustavo Fringe, and I'm wearing my Better Call Saul shirt. I had a Karate Kid shirt, but the photo ops were so close to each other that we almost missed the Karate Kid one, so I didn't have a chance to change my Cobra Kai shirt.
We
real
were
quick.
the last people.
Yeah, they were about to shut it off because the line to meet him took so long. As we were leaving the line, they were like saying last call for his line, but we couldn't go around and get back in line because it was just a sea of people. So we just like, where we're supposed to exit, we just exited the wrong way and just went straight back in front of the line and went right to our photo op. Like, hey, wait, we still have one. We're left. Oh, okay. And both of our photos printed out at the same time. Both of them were just
We
like,
didn't have to wait in line, which was great.
MegaCon is insanely huge and crazy. It's like a sea of people. Like last year, to make our photo ops, we were just pushing through the crowd. We just pushed through the crowd sometimes. When it's our time to photo, people are just like trying to look like a sea of, like a herd of people looking at a monitor, trying to barely hear people call. Like, it's our time, just Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
literally
pardon,
had
excuse
to
me,
push.
pardon. Yeah. That's when I'm proud.
I'm pretty good.
Ah! Snoochie boochies. The Jane Silent Bob one was definitely like.
Can I see what shoes is? Oh, they're like movie
Yeah.
shoes. Yeah.
And I'm wearing the shirt that I bought at the secret Jane Silent Bob secret stash at his actual store in Red Bank, New Jersey. He's like, when we're on a small vacation over in Daytona Beach, he was there at an IHOP randomly.
We just went to IHOP and he's sitting right
We were just
there.
walking, like maybe like a block from our hotel, just to see what was around and grab something to eat. We didn't really see anything, so we're walking back. We're like, let's just go to this IHOP. So we're just walking, and I see this huge shadowy figure as we're coming in, and then as we're like, it's a tiny ass IHOP.
Yeah.
Like it's really tiny.
Yeah.
And then as we're walking, they're like sit us literally like right behind them, and then as we walk past them, I'm like, why does that man look so older man looks so
And I knew, like when I saw him, I'm like, I couldn't remember his name, but I knew. And then when this shock looked on my face, and I was looking at Andrew, he's like, is that? I was like, it is, but there's nothing. So we looked him up, and then how did we do it, Andrew? How did we approach him?
You had his Wikipedia page pulled up. That's exactly what I did. I like turned around in the booth because we're in a booth, so his back's behind mine, but just that booth cushioning right behind me. That's right. Excuse me, sir. I hate to bother you while you're eating.
Well,
but...
he sent me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You sent me to do it. He was like, come on, please, please.
Oh yeah, I
please
forgot
do
the
it,"
bacon
'cause I was
part. Like I didn't want to. You were like, yeah. Excuse me. He walked up. I hate to.
Yeah, I had the phone. I had it pulled up on me.
Like this, you wouldn't be.
This
Is this you? I don't think that's what
He
he
looked
said.
at it for a second. Yeah, that's me.
No, he was looking at it like this. He's like, yeah. And he's just looking at the picture like, did they really take a picture of me like that?
Pulled up my Wikipedia page.
And we caught him on like the worst day ever for him.
Oh.
That was the day like
Well, the anniversary.
the anniversary of his son's death and one of his wrestling friends.
Why was he in Daytona?
He has a house there, so that's probably his getaway, you know. So he, it was just so happened to be that day too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My dad's like, "We didn't turn you guys away."
Oh no, well after you showed him the phone, you're like, oh okay. You said something like polite, like, oh okay, we were just wondering, and then you sat back down, you're like, or you're like, should we ask him for a selfie? So that's when I turned it, right? Is that alright? So that's after.
Then you ended up doing it because I did the first part.
So you went back to your seat kind of, and then that's
Yeah.
like, should we ask him for a selfie? And you're like, yeah. So I turned in my seat like,
Yeah.
is it cool if we get a selfie with you? Yeah. He said it like, so yeah, that like, that's fine, like whatever.
The IHOP workers were jealous.
Yeah, it was like two young black kids. And then as we were leaving, like, man, you got to talk to Mr. Nash. He always looks so scared. We never asked. He's been here all the time. I never asked him. I never asked him for a photo. And you guys come in for your first time and just get seated next to him, and then you ask him for a photo? Man, you guys are lucky. Oh, man. I always think he's going to say no, or you're just like, dude, you make his food. Like, you see him how many times? You know, he probably knows your name. Just like, yeah, I guess next time I'll ask him. It's like, yeah, they're like, wow, I guess.
Yeah, and I heard he's known to be the type of guy that's like, that would turn you away.
Oh yeah?
Maybe because we asked so like politely,
Maybe.
and just like, so like.
And you sent me in first.
Well, because we didn't want to seem like, oh my God, we just wanted to be. We made it seem we're like so clueless as ever. Excuse me, sir.
But is this you? Because I couldn't remember the name. I couldn't remember.
I was the one who said his name.
Yeah, well, I knew he looked familiar. I knew he was, at least a wrestler that, that's because he doesn't have his long hair anymore, Short.
The Grail. I showed you the Grail.
Yeah.
That's probably the rarest photo we have.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never. I don't know any.
Thanks everybody for watching. I know it was long and really not that interesting, but I'm hanging out with my buddies. So thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you again next time. Bye.